Hi Year 4, it's Mrs Collins here again with the second part of Monday's maths lesson. I ran out of recording on the last video, so here's the next part of our calculation. We're working on the column method to do 243 multiplied by 4, and we just got to the part where we decided that we were doing 4 times 200, so we'd put the two placeholders there because we were timesing by 100. And we needed to do 2 times 4, or 4 times 2, which is 8, and then add the extra one on to give us 9. So the last number was 900. And then what we can do is add these numbers up together to find the final answer. So 2 add 0 equals 2. 7 add 0 equals 7, and 9 add 0 equals 9. So the answer was 972. The exact same answer that we got when we did the grid method. That shows us that we've worked this out correctly using both methods. Which one do you prefer, the grid method or the column method? If you're confident with either one of these methods, you can start your learning from your learning pack, doing your calculations neatly in your maths book. If you'd like to go through another example with me, that's great. I'll go through another two before you start. Okay, if you'd like another example, here it is, 124 times by 3. Pause the video, write the calculation in your book, and give yourself time to draw out the place value grid method, making sure that you've got 3 rows, as this time we're multiplying by 3. Then could you draw the part whole model method at the side, because that will help us with the addition at the end. Press play when you're ready to start. Welcome back Year 4. Okay, let's partition 124 3 times. You can do this by drawing the counters in your maths book in the correct section. So we've got 100, 2 10s and 4 1s, and that's because it's 124. Could you draw that 3 times? When you've done, just check that you've got 124 on each row. Okay, let's add up and see how many we've got in each one. Start with the ones, and we've got groups of 4, so we'll count in 4s to make it easier. Count with me, 4, 8, 12. So we've got 12 ones. That's too many ones for the ones column. We can't have 12 because we know that 12's got a 10 in it. So we need to cross out 10 of these counters in exchange. Let's cross out 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. That allows us to take a 10 counter and put it into the tens column. You can draw that in your maths book. How many ones have we now got left? 2 ones. And we can draw that in the part whole model that will help us later. Now let's have a look at the tens. How many have we got? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We don't need to partition that or exchange into the hundreds because we've got 70 tens, which works out fine, and we can put that in the part whole model. Now we're on to the hundreds column. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3 hundreds. Now we look at the part whole model to add these 3 numbers together. 300 add 70 add 2. We write that answer at the circle at the top. That's right, 372. And we've worked that out using the grid method. Let's have a go with the column method now and see which one you prefer. Okay, give yourself some time in your maths book to write the calculation out again, and this time drawing out the column method with your hundreds, tens and thousands, hundreds, tens and ones at the top, and the numbers set out just like they are on the screen. When you're ready to go through it, press play. Okay, we're going to start off with the ones column. And we're asking ourselves, what is 3 lots of 4? Let's count up in fours. 4, 8, 12. We partition 12 by putting 2 down in the answer column, and the 1 we carry across into the tens. Next, we're going to be multiplying by 2 tens, 3 times 20. We must remember to put that 1 placeholder down because we're multiplying by a 10. What's 3 times 2? 6. Add the extra 1, 7. So the 7 goes there. Great. Now we're working with the hundreds. We're multiplying by 100 this time, so we're going to put those 2 placeholders down that we get in 100 so we don't forget. So we've got 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And they're all the numbers that we need to do our final addition at the bottom. I'm drawing another line to help me separate that off. And this is just like what we did with the part whole model in the previous method. 2 add 0 is 2. 7 add 0 is 7. 3 add nothing is 3. 372. You'll see we've got the same answer for this method as we did with the grid method. Well done, Year 4. If you followed me along with that, you've worked really, really hard. So which do you prefer, the grid method or the column method? You might want to rewind back and have another go with me in your maths book. That's fine. You can spend as long as you need practicing these methods before working independently. And then choose the method you feel most comfortable with to complete your work. In your pack, you'll see the mild spicy hot challenge that looks like this, the wheels there that you did in the introduction, and then you've got a box of challenges to work through in your maths book. First write the calculation and then decide whether to do the grid method or the column method. You don't need to do both. Set your calculation out neatly and find the answer. Make sure that each digit is in a square of its own in your maths book, and that will help us to mark your work when you hand your book in on Friday. If you get stuck or you need any help, you can email me at year4@hucklow.sheffield.sch.uk. Good luck with your maths today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.